Nigerian and expect to go scot-free. This was a case between Nigeria and South Africa. A South African was bored and decided to play a prank, and Nigerians in return are playing the prank on another level. Today, we are in the streets of Lagos to find out what Nigerians think about the taxi war between Nigerians and South Africans. Who would win this war? And yes, will South Africans be forgiven? Do they deserve to be forgiven? Why are Nigerians this ready? Come with me.
When it comes to cyber banter, do you think South Africans can beat Nigerians too?
Nigerians are one of the most dynamic and special people in the world. We are gifted both negatively and positively. So, in terms of positively, we are the frontiers both in cyber intelligence, anything that has to do with online stuff. You understand? We are very, very good at that. So when it comes to any form of debate or stuff like that, you cannot withstand, the strength and the energy that Nigeria will bring.
At all. First of all, we are overpopulated, and we Nigerians, when it comes to cyber banter, they can't win us. I trust our Nigerians. We all are Africans, so I don't see any reasons for us to banter ourselves. Let's just end the fight and forget about it.
Yeah, I would say due to opportunities and technological advancement we have out there in South Africa, I can say that youth will do well when it comes to technology. But Nigerian youths are so smart. Even if you don't have that opportunity, you don't have that exposure, I believe Nigerian youth will always do well, no matter what setback they might have.
Nope. Nope. The internet space in Nigeria is too big. Anything concerning internet, if you come to Africa, say you want to sell a market or you want to launch a product, the biggest market to come in Africa is Nigeria. Everybody knows that. It's not something to debate. It's not something to contest with. We can't brag about. It's not something to even brag or drag about. Nigeria is always the biggest market in Africa. So it's not so for them to pull out such kind of a nonsense prank concerning internet, whatever prank or internet fraud, no.
At all. No. I'll just leave it there. No. I don't think so. Yeah.
They can't. We will defeat them. We have 220 million people, and comfortably, majority of you are young people. So if you do anyhow, we give it to you.
Definitely no. Nigerians, when we come to our Twitter NG, there's nobody. I don't think, not even South Africa, there's no country. When it comes to bad mouths, you cannot touch Nigerians.
Of course, it is not the first time Nigeria is having issue with South Africa, and it's not going to be second time. And to my own belief, it's not going to be the last time. I don't think there is any country in Africa that will beat Nigeria in everything. No, not only in cyber banter. Nigeria, we all know, is the giant of Africa. I should not deviate from what I'm talking about. We are giant in everything, including corruption. So South Africa can never dare Nigeria. Understand? Because we have God. In fact, God bless us with everything. Everything we need, we have it in quantum in this our country. Just that our leadership and we ourselves is a problem to ourselves. So South Africa did not dare us.
South Africa should rest. We understand that they can dance. They should just rest. I know I can't do all those, but they should rest. They should leave it for us. We're the African giants, for real, for real. Any banter will come up on top.
No gree for anybody.
No grief for anybody. That is our motto for this year as Nigerians. And so this time that South Africans came to hit Nigeria, they wanted to use Nigeria to catch cruise. Is a wrong time. Don't you see that?
Yeah, I really think that they don't know our wavelength.
Yes.
So they feel like it's something that they can just do. You don't poke on a Nigerian because
The energy is just something else.
Yes.
Their energy level is here, and ours can be there.
Yes, ours is hot, 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 hot.
Yeah. So it's just like you come to give a lion a meat, and you have one drumstick in your hand, and you're not like, can you perceive it? And the lion will eat the meat and eat you.
You will even be more sumptuous than the meat itself.
Yes, because I think South Africa did not understand that. So I don't know why nobody that follows Nigeria on social media, or that follows the Nigerian social media, like the Nigerian Twitter space. I mean, every other country has their own space where they discuss what happens in their country.
Exactly.
So you should know that Nigerians are angry at this time. Now, a hungry man is an angry man.
Yes.
And then you know that we've been talking about fuel price in this country, and you had the audacity to say that you ordered right and you cancelled it. What kind of prank is that?
I think this person that wanted to catch this cruise with Nigerians never knew the gravity to which this, or the extent to which this will go. Maybe they are thinking, let's just do it for the moment and let it go.
Are we a joke to them? I mean, we are eagles, right?
You know, so many persons that when it comes to this social media thing, they feel that for this moment, let me just do it for catching fun's sake.
And make fun with the right people.
Yes, then he made fun with the wrong people, you understand? And then this particular time that he came to make this fun was the wrong time. And so Nigerians took it up from there. They will be feeling that Nigerians blew it out of proportion, but it's not it.
It's not about blowing it out of proportion.
Yes.
Like, are we even friends with them?
Before now, no, we were not.
We have never been
friends.
If you were to be Ghana,
yes.
Nigerians will not react like this.
Exactly.
If you were to be Ghana, Nigerians will not react like this.
Exactly.
But because
it
it's South Africa.
Africans.
I mean, we just finished the Chidinma case, right?
It's not long, yes.
And then you people, this Taylor, is it Taylor that is her name now?
Yes.
Their singer.
Yes.
We had her own.
Yes.
And then we had Chidinma. Chidinma is even recent.
Before now, there was Burna Boy and then another stuff.
It's just a lot.
Yes.
It's just a lot. And you're coming to, oh, why are we even saying, what about the whole event of the AFCON?
Yes.
And then you people now want to play with somebody that is not
thing.
your friend.
And
you want
then,
to play with somebody that is not your friend.
To even worsen it, they are playing with someone's source of livelihood. You get it? And then turning the man all round the day. I believe that with
How is that fun?
Yes, it's not. And then coming to say that he was bored. It looks as if they are downplaying Nigerians, as if they've turned us to toys and then we don't know what we are doing.
We're a playground. That's the reason where you're bored, you get to Nigerian Twitter space, or you order something in Nigeria.
Yeah.
But then I don't know how they want to beat us on this, because we have a population
a very large
cannot
one.
stand. Let's hear what people have to say.
All right.
There is a cyber fight going on right now between South Africans and Nigeria. What do you think about it?
It's an ego fight. You see, when people realizes their mistakes, some don't have the gut to come out and say, yes, I committed this mistake. Please forgive me. Which is a very simple way to forgive every illusions that may come in from an argument. But you see, when you want to dominate, you want to carry yourself as if you are bigger or mightier or more knowledgeable than any other person, you are going to incur the wrath of the other guy that you have offended. You see, in this world, what is important in this world is a matter of understanding, to know when you are at fault and when you are right. The issue in South Africa today is that of a personality clash. Is that of people that wish to show their strength and their might. Because if you look at South Africa, without Nigeria, there will be no South Africa. Without Nigeria, I'm telling you, repeating it again, that without Nigeria, there will be no South Africa. Because in those days, we know how South Africa was being built up. It was Nigerians that went to South Africa that built up South Africa. But if now that South Africa is beginning to gain its, they are emancipating from illusions, coming back to reality, and they do not want to give recognition to Nigerians who have built up that nation. We should go there with Okpo. You know what they call Okpo? Eh? Carry Ozu for hand, carry everything to that place, swear for them there, curse them, so that they can realize that we are not just Nigerians, we are their masters, that we build up that nation for them. And apart from being that critical about them, I believe that South Africa has risen to a level where understanding is major. They have that understanding to understand that the world is not static. It's like a moving barrel on the sea that the breeze blows all around. But when the breeze is blowing a barrel an empty barrel on the sea, it's looking for a shore, something that will hook it up. And that's why Nigerians are very important in South Africa. You see, it's not the mere of Nigerians alone. There are so many other nations that have come to South Africa to build up South Africa. But Nigerians are critical. Critical in the sense that in terms of development, Nigerians are there. In terms of education, maybe little, but Nigerians also contributed a lot. But in terms of economic development in South Africa should not mess with Nigerians. What do I say? They should not mess up with Nigeria.
Well, um, from my own observations and my kind of opinion is that there shouldn't be any reason for us to create any form of grievances between the two countries, because I know that definitely we and South Africa have what to benefit from each other, both that's in terms of the economy and other aspects like apart from the economy, like we benefit mutually in terms of entertainment, culture and stuff like that. So I don't want us to have any negative impression, a negative reaction towards each other from both sides. So I think we should be able to manage the situation, to avoid any further escalation of any form of negativity. I just want us to be positive and be our brother's keeper as to the best of our ability. So I don't advise anybody to attack whether a South Africa and Nigerians online, because it doesn't portray Africa, having a positive image in the Western world, because it doesn't really make sense.
First of all, we are still trying to settle the issues in Nigeria, so I don't see any reason for us to engage in fight with another country, because we ourselves we've not settled the problem we have in our country. We're now trying to create another problem. I don't see any reason for that. So I just feel they should end it all and just forget about it.
There's a cyber fight currently going on between Nigerian and South Africa. What do you think about it?
Is it about the boat issue between Nigeria and South Africa? A country of 2 million people. A country of 200 million people, right? And a country of is it 51 million, South Africa. But if you look at the country, there's a population that we have over 100 million people not working. 100 million people not working and they are jobless at home. Nigeria, the space of the internet for Nigeria is bigger than South Africa at the first place. Then I don't see why the South Africa should pull up such a prank where Nigeria is just waiting to explore a country that can, if I can sit here in this my country and I can extort someone that sits in the US. So we're talking of going against a country that can even beat your hands down without even spending a dime. It was a very wrong one for them to make that kind of a prank for me.
I think it's interesting. I mean, both countries are powerhouses in Africa in several areas, economic wise, every other area. So that both powerhouses are having a fight is somewhat interesting, I would say. Yeah.
Well, I saw it as a good thing. It is not good when you do something that is not right and you have the mind to brag on it that that you have the opportunity of misleading people. So at least that fight is a good thing to teach some other people some moral lesson.
I am, from my own perspective, I don't even think it's a cyber fight. I think it's just this whole Chidema stuff. It started with all this Chidema stuff. And if you can remember, there was a time for some whatever reasons, due to xenophobia, so these South Africans just started attacking Nigerians for no reason. And let me tell you, I'm part of it. We are defending Chidema on Twitter. So, and some of them, their argument is just like that we have Nigerians breaking the law in their country, selling drugs and all that. And I'm like, I told them this: if for any reason somebody is breaking the law in your country, you have a government there. If somebody should break the law should get hold of them. It's as simple as that. But you attacking somebody because he's a foreigner, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, the biggest telecom in Nigeria is MTN, owned by a South African company. Imagine we in Nigeria started attacking South African companies in Nigeria. Does that make any sense to you? So it's as simple as that.
But I think it's because they are looking down on us. That's why they felt like they can do anything they like. But I think we can temper justice with mercy, because they cannot be like fire and fire. They're not compatible. They have to be someone who's gonna be water, and then the next can be fire. At least we can just leave them to God. Yes.
Do you think the same with her?
Yes, I support, because Nigeria, we have people that has talents, and most people in the world loves Nigeria. And so if another country is trying to take a fight with Nigeria, we'll just leave them, because we can beat them in anything. And really, really, God blessed Nigeria. So we cannot fight them. Only our mouths can fight them.
Yes, as a matter of fact, the situation, this thing that you just tell me now, as a Nigerian, believe me sincerely, this is not something that's supposed to fight on it or cause any agreement. We have our own personal problem here in Nigeria. You know, there are some, when you notice people concerning their attitude, there's something that they need to use all their power to fight for. Boats or no boats, it's just like a rubbish for me.
Because South Africa don't start waiting, we say we no go feel grief for them. Actually, they started from the beauty pageant, from that lady that we all know about. It's so bad. We all are all Africans. You don't have to specialize others because you people have whites among you people. We are all blacks. That's why till today, the president of South Africa is still a black man per se. And this cyber fight we keep on saying is so bad. While on earth, we do keep berating we Nigerians concerning nothing. This whole boat issue, sincerely speaking, South Africans, I heard a few days back, like they've shut down their Uber company concerning boats and the other ones, because we are really killing that space right now. So for me, I'll say I'll go with the saying that if you don't want something to happen to you, don't do it to others. For me, that's what actually started this whole issue at hand. Concerning my own view concerning this whole issue, I'll say they started it first. Because for no reason, for a while now, they've been berating Nigerians. So it's you know, we Nigerians, like, whatever we want to start, we put full effort to start it.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
There is cyber fight currently going between South Africans and Nigerians. What do you think about?
Well, I would say South Africans have always hated Nigerians from the onset. But as Africans, I preach peace. I encourage peace between the two sides. And the old Uber thing that happened, or both thing that happened just a week ago, I think, they were the ones that started it. So you don't expect Nigerians that are full of angry people with our own situation to now let them slide. The slightest thing that used to provoke Nigerians will take full full vengeance mode, or whatever they call it. So that's all I have to say. But I just encourage peace between the two sides.
right. As South Africans have come out to apologize to Nigerians, do you think Nigerians should forgive them?
Why not? Everybody, commits an offense, whether knowingly or unknowingly, and even as the Heavenly Father will forgive us once we sin and we ask for forgiveness. Definitely, for the fact that the South Africans had the ability and the conscience to apologize, that simply means that they have noticed that what they did was wrong. Because it's somebody that first acknowledges the fact that he did wrong. It's the person that will have the will to apologize. So for the fact that they have apologized, it simply means that they have acknowledged the fact that what they did is wrong. So on our own part, we should accept their apology and to forgive them, and let cultural coexistence just continue as it used to be.
Yeah, sure, they should. And let's settle what we have in our country first before trying to interfere in other countries' matter. So Nigeria should just forgive South Africa and let's end it all.
South Africans have come out to apologize to Nigerians. Do you think Nigerians should forgive them?
The apology is not good enough for me. They've already damaged the image of Nigeria now. We are even trying to build the country in the first place. We are trying to come out of corruption. We are trying to come out of just look at our system, education sector, the oil sector, just name it, even infrastructure. The government are not doing it. We are trying to come out of those here. Nigeria is still tarnishing our image. Anything Nigerians, in fact, when they mention if they say Africa, the first country that will come to your mind is Nigeria. So for them to label Nigeria in that way, they've already damaged our image. The apology was not good enough for me because it's tarnishing our image. And once they mention Nigeria all over the world, the first thing that will come to their mind is that country is very corrupt. They are fraud. So what South Africa did, I think the apology is not good enough.
Well, Nigerians, do we forgive? I don't know. I think we just need to move on to the next fight. Yeah. So I think this is done. I mean, we've made our point. They started it. And you know one thing with Nigerians, I mean, when it comes to international stuff, right? Yeah, we know how messy it is out in the country, right? We can take that. But another country putting mouth in our affairs, mostly in this case, South Africa were the one that started the fight. I mean, we'll dig deep. But I think we've made our points, and South Africans, loud and clear, they know that there is no match for Nigeria and South Africa. As in, obviously, we are the big brother in Africa. So I think Nigerians should just move on. Whether I forgive or not forgive, I don't know, but just move on to the next fight. Let's see.
Of course, to err is human and to forgive is divine. The most important thing that they are come out to apologize. You realize your mistakes and you apologize. Well, I think we should understand that you are not devil. Even we self, when we sin against God, we ask God for forgiveness. The truth is that for you to come out and apologize, that is the main fact. So far, they have come out to apologize. I think, it is very, very important we forgive them so that life goes on.
South Africans have come out to apologize. Do you think Nigerians should forgive them?
It's not just about forgiving them. If you go, after this interview, if you go to Twitter, even on TikTok, you see the comments of South Africans. You see that this thing is in depth in them. Like, I don't understand it. And there's something this person said, late Robert Mugabe of, I think, Zimbabwe. He said something. He said South Africans cannot touch the statue of a white man, of a dead white man, but they can easily attack a fellow black man. Let me shock you. There's a place, I think Orina or something is in South Africa. Black South Africans cannot step foot in there. Black South Africans cannot step foot in there. But you see a fellow black man and you will have the same reason and you start attacking them. It doesn't make any sense to me. So I think South Africans, they need to go back to their history to know the role Nigerian government played in freeing them from apartheid. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Yes.
But for an apology, Nigeria no dey hear that one, no. You don't start the war, you don't start them. na to the finishing now. Even myself, I come out for yourself, gone. I go still go order for both to for SA. If possible, any country like this, we're ready for them. But it's good. That apology per se is I'll say it's coming from the government. But the main apology should come within ourselves. I'm talking about the South Africans per se. Because this apology, sincerely speaking, is going to break down the internet space. And that aside, the government, I've seen it like, is really, really, really bad for marketing wise. Because all this that is going, this whole drama of a thing is going to kill everything that is going to. The economy right now is running down right now in South Africa. And you know, we Nigerians, we are all over in the play, all over in the world. So you can't cheat Nigerians. It's good they come out on time to apologize. But sincerely speaking, that apology, I'll say it's too late right now. Because Nigerians know they agree for anything.
The thing is, if you know, when they say forgive and forget, is when the side that apologizes is willing to not make that mistake again. So if they are willing to stop this whole rifts, because this whole, from the Chidima thing down to the Bo thing, who knows what's next? If they, God forbid, they start this, they are full-on xenophobia killing Nigerians. Hopefully, but you know, so if they are willing to just stop this whole hatred and embrace peace with us, and I don't think Nigerians are the most peaceful, loving people in the whole of Africa, if not the world. So yeah.
Not by apologizing. They need to work on themselves.
So many Nigerians are involved in this. Do you think it's because Nigeria is more populated or it's because of unemployment?
Well, actually, basically, to be frank with you, majorly it's because of unemployment. A lot of our youths are not constructively engaged into productive ventures.
I think I'll pick the boat. Unemployment causes a lot of things, and also overpopulation. Yeah, I think I'll pick the boat. Yeah.
If our youth are gainfully employed, there's no reason for them to have the whole time to be doing that. Even if they want to go online and do something great, you know, it will not be as it is now, talking about cyber, you know, issue that has to do with violence.
They are still learning. I hope they'll learn their lesson.
So just better embrace peace with us, because we don't have joy, we don't have joy. So that's just it.
Did you hear that? That without Nigeria, there is no South Africa. That it's like South Africa is biting the very finger that fed them. Can you imagine?
They are not nice people. No.
They are not. So I will put my hand into your mouth now, you will just bite me after I have spoon-fed you. It's wrong. Because
wrong.
Nigeria has contributed to the development of South Africa to a very large extent. We know that for now. They are more
forget for now.
Okay.
Forget for now. Let's not go for now.
Okay.
It's about you knowing your history.
Yes.
So you should know where you're coming from.
Me from.
And you should know to respect the elders in your community.
Exactly.
I think this person was trying to leverage the fact that Nigerians are always fighting online. Oh, this tribe did this, that tribe did this. The person did not know that we can fight inside our house.
Hey, and when
but
we
an
come
outsider
out,
should not come and
we'll
fight
put
us.
our hands around our
yes,
neck,
and then it's
we
no.
settle. Yes.
So we can fight in the house, just like siblings. You people will fight and quarrel, but you wouldn't allow someone beat your sibling.
For
outside.
what?
So the person did not even see this whole thing coming.
Yes, exactly.
And the person was not even, the person did not think it was going to extend to their country.
Yes.
Because it's about the country now. And you're like, it's just one Nigerian.
Nigeria.
And all these people
are coming out and responding to it.
And we're not saying, and we're not talking about tribe now.
Yes.
So even if they, oh, this tribe did this and that tribe did this, nobody is talking tribe.
This is Nigeria in diversity. It's unity. Yes, it is unity in diversity. We may be of different languages and tribes,
but inside,
we keep all that aside.
Inside we can be all of that. But when we're outside,
are
protecting
very
ourselves.
strong.
And if you don't know it, we'll teach you. So they are now begging.
Yes, really begging. And so many Nigerians are saying, let's not forgive them now. Let's teach them a lesson. Let them know that, yes, when your big brother is speaking, because we are the giants of Africa, no African nation can come and rub shoulders with Nigeria. So when Nigeria is talking, or when Nigerians are talking, at least for a moment, they should keep quiet.
When we cough, they should catch cold.
Exactly. Knowing fully well that we are not their mates. They will always, any day, anytime, they will learn from us.
Absolutely.
We are their seniors. So they should accord us that respect because we have earned it.
Yes. But you know, another thing is that Nigeria and South Africa and other African countries and the rest of us, we have this image of Africa. You know, looking at Africa, Nigeria, and the West, it's not a thing of, oh, Nigeria or South Africa. They will tell you, I went to Africa, and you now ask, what part of Africa did this person go to? So I was in Nigeria. I was in Namibia. Is Namibia Africa? Do you know how big Africa is?
Yes,
So yeah, I was in Africa. Okay, you know, Africans are this, Africans are that. You're like, okay, Africa where? So this person is saying, I came to Africa and I was in Lagos. And you're now wondering, is Africa that small? Africa is a continent, not a country. So now that we are fighting, Africans are fighting. But it's not Africans, it's Nigeria and South Africa.
Just two countries out of the whole African countries.
That's the reason we need to be united and have this brotherly love. Well, we should not be looking for each other's trouble too.
Exactly. All right. So despite all of this, Nigerians and then other African nations should unite so that we don't make ourselves the laughing stock in the eye of the Western world. It will be so painful if it comes to that. This is where we'll wrap it up today on Street Smart.
And for more interesting episodes, follow us across all our social media platforms. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until we see you next time,
keep watching Street Smart on Union Television.